Alright, hello, you're watching Left on Red Games. I'm Christopher. This is Carl. You've met him before. Human Carl couldn't be here right now, but today I'm going to just go over something about concept art. In our process, making this game, we're going to create tons and tons of concept art. Better to come up with every idea and then throw away the ones you don't like than to try to limit yourself and only come up with really, really good ideas. Like, you don't know what idea is going to be good before you start doing it. So anyway, here we go, Left on Red Games. Anyway, enough about that. So what I've been doing, because we're trying to create so much concept art, is if anything inspires me at all, I draw it. I either take it home and I turn it into an enemy or a weapon or a piece of the scenery or something like that. And I try to do this for a couple of hours every week, sometimes more, sometimes less. But I saw this and I thought this would be a good enemy. Now, this is not a completely original idea. I've definitely seen a lot of other games where there are Pinecone inspired things. I am not the first person, and I will not be the last person, to take inspiration from nature in order to make art, video game, painting, whatever it is. But I thought I would try this on camera. I don't generally draw on camera like this, but I have done some time-lapse videos and stuff, so let's just give it a go. So I think probably either missiles or little enemies will launch from this. So we can do a couple different ones. Let's do a large one where maybe like it'll be kind of part of the overall scenery. Maybe you're in a cavern or it's hanging from some sort of space station. Get the basic shape down. And because this is concept art, you don't want to spend too much time getting all crazy about it, getting all very detailed. You want to get enough detail to get the idea across. You don't want to lose any specifics. This is like an outline. This is taking notes. It's taking notes in a different type of way, but you want to make sure that you convey the whole idea. You don't want to leave anything off that you meant to explain, but like I said, you don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole, right, Carl? Anyway, okay, I think that mostly conveys what we're trying to say, what it looks like. This would be stage one. I've worked backwards here, so maybe it'll be the same object, right? But now they will be popped open. Now it'll look much more like the actual one that I have. And you have these dark caverns where the ships or the missiles will come from. Again, you don't have to be too detailed. I think sometimes I even go too far detailed. Not here, but yeah, this would be 1 and 2. That's how it is, and then as your ship approaches it, I always just draw a triangle for the ship, although we do have some concept art for the ship that looks a little bit better. But I'm not drawing that every time. And as the ship approaches, this happens. So I did it in reverse. 1, 2. So I like this, maybe we'll use this. But a different idea I have for the Pinecone is it's a much smaller, sort of like a ship, instead of a piece of the landscape. One thing I realized as I was doing the last one was that pine cones are usually in a spiral. So that is something I can correct in the future. Remember, concept art is like a first draft of an essay or a first draft of a story. This is the first draft of the art, or at least at this stage. You can have more, like, there will be another level to the concept art where I do more full renders and stuff like that for ones that we like and we think we might use. But for now, we are not putting art in the game anytime. Well, at this moment, we have no art that is going in the game except as placeholders. And until we do, we will not be putting in the work to try to finalize the art. I have fallen into the trap before where I come up with like a really great idea for artwork, and then I focus a lot of my time and my energy on that, really enjoyable, but end up neglecting other parts of the project that might not feel as rewarding or entertaining at the moment, but are necessary in order for the project to move forward. And so I am trying really hard to manage that so that I do get to do stuff like do the concept art and stuff that I find very enjoyable, while at the same time making sure that steps are taken so that I will be able to use the concept art for something in the future. And it's not just going to be some really cool drawings of spaceships I did one time. Okay. So this would be what it looks like at first, and maybe even upside down. Should I flip that upside down? We'll see. This you can do digitally, no need to redraw it right side up. But oh yeah, maybe it flips. And then it is right side up. And that's partly how it moves towards the player. That could be fun. And again, the little dark spots where the actual bullets will come out of. And I think for this one it won't be ships. I think it makes more sense to have it be like little homing missiles or little, even just dumb projectiles launching out in a bunch of different directions, and just have it be visually appealing with the flip and the popping open. Making it a fun visual enemy. You'll have it closed, and then as the ship gets closer, you'll have it closed and kind of like floating like this, and then as the ship gets closer, it'll pop open, it'll flip over and pop open at the same time, and all of a sudden all these little projectiles will fly out all directions. And like I said, this is just concept art. It's just an idea. Who knows if we'll use it? Best to have a bunch of ideas, and then you can have your choice. But that's 2 good ideas with just a pine cone that I found. I don't know if this is how everybody creates concept art, but I do know when I am trying to solve a bunch of problems, trying to come up with new ideas, I take inspiration from wherever I can get it. Nature is all around us, but I'll do some more of these. Next time I do some concept art, I will try to record it. All right, thanks a lot. Subscribe, like, Left on Red Games. This is Carl. I'm Kris. You probably won't see my face there. Yeah, come see Human Carl. He's around sometimes too. Bye.
And then beat the devil out of